I've analyzed 100 local business websites, and here's why 99.9% of them don't rank. Stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to give you a secret sauce on what you can implement today in order to rank your website. So here are the 6 mistakes that's keeping everybody on a low ranking site. And I want to just start out and say the main goal of the website is to convert your clients that go to the site. Of course, you want it to be a functional of being pretty, but also needs to have high conversion rates as well. Most of the local business websites, they are optimized for just looking pretty. However, whenever somebody goes to the site, they can't find any buttons or any contact us forms to fill out. So for us at our company, Lead Oracle, we try to make it functional, pretty, and also high converting. So number one, what I've seen across hundreds of local business sites, they don't have location specific pages. They might have their primary location, best pool builder in Houston, Texas, for example, on the H1 tag. However, they don't have all the service areas that they actually serve. And without these pages, Google won't know exactly the type of cities or service areas you serve. Google can't just assume that. So if your Google business profile and your website have discrepancy, Google's not going to rank you as high. Both will work hand in hand. So if I go over to the site, what I mentioned with the service areas, you need a page for every single service area that you serve. And all these pages, they need specifics about the specific service area. So you can't just have one template that you just reuse and you swap out the city name. You have to tell them a little bit more about Atlanta, Georgia, Roswell, Georgia. It has to be unique in that sense, or else Google is going to rank it as duplicate content and you won't even index the page. So you need unique information. I would say probably have 50% of it be unique. The rest of the 50 can be the same photos you use on the other pages as well. Next, it's missing schema markup. So if you're not familiar with schema markup, this is basically code that tells Google exactly what your business is, what your address is. So on our website, you could see that we have a free business schema generator, and how it would look is it's basically a script that you could see onto the website. And it looks very complicated, but this will tell Google exactly what your company is whenever it's actually scraping your website. Next, it's slow mobile page speed load. So Google only has a certain amount of memory and time that it will use to actually scrape your website. So if your page loads very slow, chances are Google won't even scrape it at all and rank you. And also the site is not mobily optimized. 70 to 80% of all clicks that go to your website are going to be on mobile. So if your website is not mobily optimized, it can't see a button to call now or book a consultation. Chances are without having to scroll, the user will go to another competitor instead of going to you. So you need to make it mobily optimized and make it dumb simple for them to call you or book a consultation as well. Next is inconsistent NAP. So whenever you create a website, your address listed on your website, your hours, your name, your phone number has to be exactly the same as it is on the Google business profile because they work hand in hand. Let's say you abbreviate the word drive, D-R-I-V-E, you abbreviate to DR, or you capitalize the D and then on your Google business profile it's not capitalized. This will hurt your rankings. So you need consistent NAP, and the reason why is because Google's going to look at both your Google business profile and also double check with your website and all of the other links that are linked to your site on Yelp, Home Advisor. And if it's not consistent, Google's going to penalize you and not see you as the same company. By having everything consistent, Google has higher trust and confidence that these are the same companies. Next, there are no local content on pages. So whenever I mention just have these pages, however, you need to have specific local expertise on these service area pages on top of the services. If you just plug and play, add it to ChatGPT and you generate a page from that, it's not going to rank you as high. So you have to mention certain things about the city, the council, the elementary schools, the weather, and that's what's actually going to send signals to Google that you know exactly what the city is. And the last thing I want to talk about is basically the GBP and website are not aligned. So it might say something on your GBP that you're a roofing contractor, and then on your website, it doesn't even say that you do anything related to roofing. On top of that, let's say you have services on your Google business profile, you do emergency roofing, and on your website, you don't have that service at all. This creates discrepancy and Google won't trust you as highly either. So you need to have the exact same thing on your Google business profile as you do on your website as well. And if you want just me and my team in your local business, you want us to handle all of the website creation, the Google business profile management is rank you on AI in Google in the top 3. Go ahead, click a link in the description and book a call with me or one of my team members who can walk you through exactly what we do for our clients. So after analyzing 100 plus local business websites, the main takeaway is number 1, have specific location pages for every single area that you serve. Number 2, make sure that your call button or book consultation button is right at the top, and also make sure it's mobily optimized. Without having to scroll, they could call directly or book a consultation. And then make sure that you have your name, address, phone number, the same on the website as a Google business profile and external links. And then make sure that it loads very fast. Without all of these things, you're not going to rank as well. Last thing is have all all the services that you have listed and also mention the actual city in the H1 tag. So this is the first thing that Google takes a look at whenever it's parsing your site. So if you don't mention the actual city, the main city that you're serving, you're not going to rank as high. So I hope you got some nuggets out of this video. And if you're a local business, click the link in the description. And also if your agency just want to white label us for the Google Business Profile Management, we have a software. You can go ahead and get started with that as well. I'll catch you in the next video.